Welcome to the Via Stoica podcast. This is the Stoic Quotes edition, and today we're going to look at a quote from Epictetus. You may have noticed that we have these recordings every Friday, so you can listen back to all the other quotes that we've had. This is quote number 10, and we also have other recordings on the Tuesdays, which are the more regular episodes where we have either guests or we have a chat about life and applying Stoic principles to all the things that happen to us. But here we're going to have a brief, shorter episode, and we're going to look at a quote by Epictetus. I'm not going to keep you waiting longer. We're going to look at, I used the Everyman edition. I have some other editions as well where I looked at the quote, and we're going to give you some of the different translations. But this is from book 2, chapter 2, and it's almost at the end in the last paragraph. It's a very short sentence, but it has a lot of impact, right? It says, enable my mind to adapt itself to whatever comes to pass. I'll repeat it. Enable my mind to adapt itself to whatever comes to pass. This discourse, this chapter or note taken by Arian, right? One of Epictetus' students, is titled On Tranquility. So this is really something, the entire discourse is really interesting to read, to see like how you have to align yourself with externals and with fate and with all the things that happen to you. And if you want to be free, if you want to be tranquil, right, what you need to do. And one of the powerful messages is this, right? The one about adaptability, because we don't know what's going to happen. We can prepare ourselves the best possible way, but still we don't know what's going to be around the corner. And we have to make sure that we are able to adapt ourselves to that situation, to that future that we don't know. And the great thing about it is that, we are capable of doing so. A lot of the times we fear the future, we're worried about things because we feel that we can't adapt, right? We feel that we can't deal with those situations that we don't know. Because part of the thing, we are focused on dealing with the present, and we have information from the past that we've struggled with things, but yet we're still here, right? So we have to keep that in mind. And if we truly want to be calm, if we want to be tranquil, then we have to make sure that we are able to adapt ourselves to what life has to offer, right? What fate has to offer, as the Stoics say. And some of the other translations is make my mind capable of adapting itself to whatever happens, right? And make my mind adaptable to any circumstance. One of the things that I want to focus on here as well is in all these translations, the part of my mind comes back, right? It's us. My mind is the reasoning, is my processor. It's everything that I have, right? Everything that I need to deal with the future, to make sure that I can get through the next days is right here. And we forget about that sometimes. We think it's about our tools, our possessions, our things that we have, right? Do I have enough money to deal with this? Do I have enough, do I have a home? Do I have a car? Do I have all these other things, these externals? I might need them to solve this problem, right? But the Stoics really want to bring it back to ourselves, that internal power that we have, our mind. And if we can make that adaptable to anything that comes, then we don't need those externals, because then everything is going to be fine, right? First, we have that acceptation. It's like, I'm going to accept whatever happens. And then the next time I was going to, let me just evaluate what's really happening, and then let's make the right choice. That's all the Stoics are asking of us. Make the right choice. Make sure that you evaluate your impressions and make sure that you're not acting out of the emotions, but act out of reason and logic, and then see what's really happening. And based on that, you will make your choices. You will make your judgments, your opinions, and also your actions, right? You have to act in the right way. And if we can do that, if we can adapt ourselves, and if we can also trust our minds, if we can say, I can adapt to all these things, then we will live we have a far better relationship with the future. Because we know that whatever happens, I can prepare myself, but I will be able to tackle it. I will be able to deal with it. And that's something that's really powerful from this quote, right? That we can enable our minds to adapt itself. And that's something that we have to do. It's a chore, right? It's a task that we have to learn, and we can get better at it. It's not like, I'm stuck in my mind now. I can't deal with the future. I can't deal with change. Change is so difficult. No, but it's something that we can practice. We can make progress towards that better situation that we want to be. And that's also something that the Stoics really remind us of. You don't have to be perfect right now, but just try to be better. Just try to make those changes. Try to be more adaptable. And that's something that we can all do and practice. And based on that, following that as well, we at Via Stoica, we offer, Stoic coaching. If you do find that difficult, if you find it difficult to deal with change, then, go to viastoica.com. You can book a free consultation with any of us, and we can have a chat and see how we can help. We'll have workshops as well on this topic that'll allow you to implement some exercises, some trainings, and just some extra support to apply this, to be more adaptable in your life. So you can check that out at beastoica.com. We also have the podcast, as I mentioned at the beginning. You can listen to the other episodes on Friday, or these quote episodes on Tuesday, or these quotes on Friday. But for now, I'm going to leave you to it. This was the Stoic Quote edition and of the Epictetus quote. I will read it once more for you because it is a powerful one. I'll leave you with that one. It says, enable my mind to adapt itself to whatever comes to pass. So make sure to be more adaptable, to be flexible. The future is unknown. What is known is us, ourselves. We know that we can deal with it. We have a reasoning mind. We have logic. We can apply that to it and make the best choice possible and grow. So thank you again for listening. Make sure to subscribe, to like these episodes if you do. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment. Let us know what you feel. And if you're listening on Spotify, on Apple, you can also leave a rating. And also, I think on Spotify, leave a comment there as well. So for now, thank you very much for listening. Hope to see you in the next one. Thank you again.